It outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from second to third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yeah, and in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Johnson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, here's Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken right around the 44. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points. For the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Gotta go.
Hey, here I come.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now it's Trubisky. Screenplay, Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson. To the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jamie Meter in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he will find his man on the outside. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Looking sideline, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. Third down here. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Check 26, check. Gotta go. Hey, gotta go.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Ran, up. Lock in. Check.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And out now come the Seahawks. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Lock in. Sit up. 180.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll come out in the pistol. A handoff to Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Wilson to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Remember, Seattle just 4 rushing touchdowns all of last season, 3 by Russell Wilson. But they've got Rashad Penny back there now, 2nd and goal. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Wilson on the keeper, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It felt like Mitchell Trubisky, the quarterback for the Bears, was in the draft room with his general manager because picking up this pass catcher from Memphis, Anthony Miller, made to order for a young quarterback. A nice slot who can make plays like we just saw.
He is fun to watch. Went from being a walk-on in Memphis to completely rewriting the record books out wide. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. On the crossing route, complete. It's Burton. A good pickup there, 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
They go play action with Trubisky. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, 18. Gotta go, gotta go. Let's go deep. Stay at home, stay at home.
Here's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you want. Stay with who you know. and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now Wilson on first down. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Wilson will throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play's actually happening over there, and that's where a running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
We go. You see it? You see it?
On second down, here's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. But he might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Allen to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Evades him at the 20. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a give to Penny. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Penny. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Penny will try to punch it in, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Throwing now is Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Shotgun.
They'll go again with McKissick. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this thing's coming down to the big left leg of Sebastian Janikowski. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly. Lee, wise beyond his years. So for the Seahawks, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to...
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when the drop home game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night. This break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when they drop home game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when they drop home game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind. Handle your business, handle your business. Loyal and honor, don't break no bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when they drop home game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when they drop home game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when they drop home game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, relax.